Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new day. My name is Corinna, and thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. So as you can see, I'm in the truck. I'm out running errands on this cold day, but it's not going to get any warmer, so might as well get it done. But right now the temperature is, I forgot, it's a single digit I think, and the real feel is 2 below zero. This morning about 5 o'clock, the real feel was like 12 below zero. So yeah, we left our heat on the normal temperature, so because it was going to be a cold night, and the furnace seemed to have trouble keeping up with the cold temperatures yesterday, so it was constantly running. So we just kept it at normal temperature that we would in the daytime, because we normally do turn it down at night. But anyway, yeah, I don't see any warmth in the next few days, so figured might as well get it done. And so it's a bright sunny day, cold day. I got 3 layers of tops on, even 2 of them are long sleeve. So I already ran a couple of the errands. I again had to stop at Kohl's to do an Amazon return. Yeah, just I bought some lighting for the videos, but you know what, it's awkward. I don't like it, so I'm just sending it back. I don't need all that, you know, all that equipment and stuff. So anyway, went to the south side Walmart and finally got some water. Filled up 3 5-gallon jugs, so we got 15 gallons of water. I think we have a total of 6 of those 5-gallon jugs, but I filled up 3 of them. And then I just stopped at this bank. It's not our bank, but they're the bank that collects payments for the property taxes. So I just paid the property taxes, and now I'm gonna quick drive through the post office to drop off some Etsy orders. Then I'm gonna stop at Pick and Save and get another pack of those brown and serve rolls for our ham tonight, and then I should be headed home. Yeah. So yeah, this is the nice thing about meal planning, because I'm running a bunch of errands. We chose not to eat breakfast so that I can just run the errands. We come back, lunch is ready. I made the spread for the cucumber, or the dip for the cucumber spread last night, as you saw in the video. So lunch is pretty much ready. Just got to get home, we'll eat, and then tonight it's ham again. So pretty simple. Thank God for meal planning, because otherwise at one time, if you don't have these meals ready or planned with running all these errands, I would have just stopped and got us some fast food or something. So yeah, feels good. All right, I'm gonna finish running the errands, and then I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, everyone, so I am back home from running the errands, and we're gonna have lunch now. So I'm gonna fix Glenn his lunch, the cucumber spread on rye bread. So I already cut up the cucumbers, and I just cut them up in rings, just like that. I got the dip that I made last night. I did go ahead and add more sour cream, because it didn't really break down and it was pretty thick and salty. So I added 3 more spoonfuls of sour cream, and now it's okay. So, and he uses the soft rye bread, no seeds, but it's up to you what you want to use, and some dill weed that you're going to sprinkle on top. All right, so I'm just going to spread the dip on the bread. Well, I'm glad those errands are done. I don't have to worry about that now. Got some water, drinking water in the house. I love my kitchen scissors. I don't know why it took me so long to get some. But I've had them for about a year now. So we actually stood up. The late video I made last night of the frosting and making this dip. Yeah, we stayed awake until I think it was like between 4 and 5. Yeah, we were up till about 4 or 5 in the morning. And Glenn was working on some RC stuff. But then I just threw some music on, some music videos I have on my YouTube. And then, yeah, we were just listening to music. So yeah, sometimes when you just put one song on, it just kind of goes on and on. We were listening to music that I actually listen to more so of the 80s, even some of the Bee Gees music, Guns N' Roses, you know, so yeah. Sometimes that's just nice to do. Okay, so I got the spread on there. Now I'm just going to throw some, I think I'm going to throw the dill on top. So I'm just going to cover them with cucumbers. That one's a little thick. Depending on how thick or thin you like your cucumbers. But I am going to cover the entire bread with them. Okay, so there they are, covered with cucumber. And then now I'm going to do is sprinkle some of the dill weed on them. I won't do too much because I'm not sure how much he likes on there. I'll just do a little bit and bring him the dill weed. That strawberry cake with the cream cheese was pretty damn good. The cream cheese frosting that I made was pretty darn good. So we have that for dessert. So everything's set for today. Alright, so I sprinkled the dill weed on there. I don't know how I can see that, but I'm going to go ahead and take Glenn the rest of it. And if he wants more, he can put it on there. But that's all there is to it. All you do is pick up each slice and bite into it, and that's it. So that's what Glenn's having for lunch. And I don't eat rye bread. You all know me, I'm picky. But sometimes what I'll do is just take a slice of cucumber and just spread some of the dip on there. And I'll just make a bunch like that and I'll eat it like that. But that's not going to be enough to fill up my little tummy or my big tummy. And so I'm probably going to make myself a couple hot dogs. So, alright, so that's lunch. Hot dogs for me. And we'll be back with whatever's next. Alright everyone, so I have a food pantry haul for you today. So I'll just go over what we received. I'll start off here. We received a lot of these Market Street already made food packages. So we received 2 of the chili ones. We got 2 of the beef stew and 6 of the chicken ones. Alright, we got 2 pounds of instant mashed potatoes. They're 1 pound bags, so we got 2 of those. We got a box of elbow macaroni, 2 jars of peanut butter, 2 cans of diced tomatoes, which is good because we use that, and 4 cans of Campbell's cream of mushroom, which is good because we use that as well. We got a box of Rice Krispies. We got a 6-pack of toilet paper, 2 pounds of butter. We have ground beef, and then we received some hazelnuts and dry roasted almonds. So yes, many blessings for us. We use pretty much all of this stuff, and what we don't use, we'll figure out what to use it for. So alright, so that is the end of the food pantry haul. It's time to get supper started. So yeah, it is almost 5:30 now, so I got to get this started because it'll be in the oven for a couple hours probably. So yeah, it's been some kind of somber day in the house. Glenn's been sleeping all day. I did some orders. I went to the post office, came back, I took a nap, woke up, it was dark in the house, and I figured, well, I better get supper going. Because I could have easily changed my mind and got some takeout, but we're going to stick to the plan here. And it'll taste much better than takeout. So, alright, so it is time to make Glenn's sauerkraut dinner. So as you can see, I'm using sauerkraut, onions, potatoes, and I got these from the grocery haul I did. Better cheddar, Johnsonville smoked sausages. So this is a big pack. I'll freeze probably half of that, maybe. I usually put enough in there for 2 days for Glenn. So depending on how much he eats today. And I'll probably have a couple. I don't eat the sauerkraut or any of that. I just usually take some and put it in a hot dog bun or a tortilla or something like that. So, alright, so that's what we're going to do tonight. And I have done a video on this before. So obviously it's going to be easy to cut my potatoes and onions. But I will show you what it looks like before I throw it in the oven. Alright everyone, so I've got the onions and potatoes cut up. I got them both in there. So I cut them the same way I did for the pork chop dinner. Just like that. Just slices of potato. And then I went ahead and just cut up the sausages in little rings. So, and that way the juice from the sauerkraut can just hopefully flavor the sausage as well as the potatoes and onions. So I'm just going to layer this. Now I'm using the smaller casserole dish. This is like a 7.5 by 11, I think. I used to make this in the real big casserole dish, the cake size one, but he would eat it for 2 days and there would still be stuff left over, and he really doesn't like to eat stuff for more than 2 days. So and sometimes he's not a fan of freezing it either. So I started making it in the smaller one, and that seems to be just enough for 2 nights. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and start layering this. I probably cut too many potatoes. I just throw everything in here. I want to make sure I at least get all the onions in there. Well, I might as well just throw it all in there. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and salt and pepper this part. A little bit of salt. And then I'm, oh no, here comes the pepper sneeze and cough. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and throw the sausages on there. So this is 6 sausages. What I'll do with mine is I'm just going to slice them down the middle and fry them in the frying pan. And it gets a little crispy center in it. So, and then I'll just warm up flour tortilla and eat it like that. Alright, and now we're going to throw the sauerkraut in there. And there's all the juice. My oven is already preheated to 350. It looks like a serious overflow here, huh? Just spread out the sauerkraut. And I am going to cover this. And what I do sometimes is if I overload it like this, I'll put it on top of a cookie sheet. So if stuff drips out the side, it's on a cookie sheet. But I think it'll be okay. I think I'm not going to put a cookie sheet because that's also going to take away direct heat from the casserole dish. So we'll see. We'll see what it does. All right. And that's it, folks. That's all you got to do. And I'm going to cover it, throw it in the oven for about 2 hours, and it should be ready. All right, everyone. So it's been just about 2 hours since I put this in. I did check it at an hour and a half, and I put it back in. The potatoes were they needed a little bit more cooking. So I just took it out. You can see it steaming. I don't know how well you can see that. But that's, it's got plenty of juice in here. Oh yeah. Actually, the still could go in for a little bit more. The potatoes, some of the potatoes are still a little, not too hard, but you probably want them a little softer. So I'm going to throw this back in, give it another half hour. Yeah, I always thought it was like 2 hours, but maybe because I have a smaller casserole dish, everything's like really packed in there. It takes a little bit longer, so I'm going to throw it back in for another half hour and we'll see what it looks like. All right, everyone, so here it is, the sauerkraut with potatoes, onions, and sausage. This is Glenn's supper for tonight, and you can see by what's left in the casserole dish, there's plenty for tomorrow, so even if you wanted seconds tonight. So there it is, something pretty simple to make. It's just a matter of cutting up some potatoes and onions and throwing in the rest. So, all right, everyone, so there is my supper on the tortilla. So yes, I am hungry and I am going to eat all that. So I'm just sitting in the living room here. Glenn's in the room. He really hasn't actually been feeling well. So he's been spending a lot of time in bed. So I'm out in the living room by myself. Yes, I get lonely without him, even though he's just in the next room. So I'm watching some videos on YouTube, and I'm watching SUV car camping. Yep. So hope you all have a good night, and that's it for the video.